The ATF loses again in court, and today's my birthday. Guys and gals, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a long time we've been together. For those of you who've been around for a long time, I support you for supporting me. Thank you so much. For those who are new here, I hope this is the beginning of a long-lasting relationship. If you want more information on the Second Amendment, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll bring you news every day, from litigation to legislation and everything in between, as it relates to our right to keep and bear arms. The sponsor of today's video is TriStar Trading, right down the street. Today, this is the new Guns and Gadgets shirt. Only you can prevent tyranny, Smokey. Old Smokey the Bear. And the matchstick starting the fire is that 1791 pesky Second Amendment. You can get that link down below. It's launching right now. Brand new shirt for my birthday. Thanks to everybody at TriStar Trading. I appreciate the gift. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk about a win we had yesterday. The ATF lost again in court. I was going to bring you this yesterday evening, but honestly, I just needed a break. But I figured way to start off the day was another ATF-L in court. And this is surrounding the frames and receivers rule, the Vanderstock case. And last time we talked about it, video's pinned above, the judge who vacated the rule did an administrative stay to give the government time to appeal legally, that is their right. And we have the answer on the request to the Fifth Circuit for a stay on that vacated rule. Here's the case. It's, like I said, the Vanderstock case. Also, Michael Andren, Tactical Machining, Firearms Policy Coalition, Blackhawk Manufacturing Group, which is also 80% Arms, Defense Distributed, Second Amendment Foundation, JSD Supply, and Polymer 80, suing Merrick Garland, Stephen Dettelbach, and the ATF. I'll read you this. It's really quick. It says, before Judges Smith, Southwick, and Wilson, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives asks this panel for a stay in the district court's judgment vacating the entirety of the definition of frame, receiver, and identification of firearms rule. Relevant to the present case, the rule amends the ATF's regulations by removing and replacing the agency's regulatory definitions of frame and receiver and firearm as applied to the Gun Control Act of 1968. Plaintiffs challenged those changes to the regulations as unlawful. At summary judgment, the district court found that the two challenged provisions of the rule exceeded the statutory jurisdiction and authority of the ATF and vacated the entire rule per the Administrative Procedure Act. The district court rejected a stay pending appeal, but granted a 7-day administrative stay to allow ATF to bring an emergency appeal. In considering an emergency stay requested by the government, we consider 4 factors. 1, whether the government makes a strong showing that is likely to succeed on the merits. 2, whether the government will be irreparably injured in the absence of a stay. 3, whether other interested parties will be irreparably injured by the stay. And 4, where the public interest lies. Because the ATF has not demonstrated a strong likelihood of success on the merits, nor irreparable harm in the absence of a stay, we deny the government's request to stay the vacator of the 2 challenged portions of the rule. Now, vacator reestablishes the status quo, which is the world before the rule became effective. This effectively maintains, pending appeal, the status quo that existed for 54 years from 1968 to 2022. The ATF is likely correct, however, that the vacator was overbroad. The district court analyzed the legality of only 2 of the numerous provisions of the rule, which contains an explicit severability clause. Where a court holds specific portions of a rule unlawful, severance is preferred when doing so will not impair the function of the rule as a whole, and there is no indication that the regulation would not have been passed but for its inclusion. Because the agency has shown a strong likelihood of success on its assertion that the vacator of the several non-challenged parts of the rule was overbroad, we stay the vacator pending appeal as to the non-challenged provisions. And then, the last part, they expedited the appeal to the next available oral argument calendar to allow time for the additional proceedings as appropriate. This order is administratively stayed for 10 days. So what does that mean? Well, the frame and receiver rule was vacated, right? And then that judge that vacated it put an administrative stay so the Fifth Circuit could take a peek at it, because our legal system, our justice system, allows appeals, whether we like it or not. ATF and the government appealed, and what this panel of judges said, you know what? You're not going to win on the merits, more than likely, on the fact that you overstepped your legal authority, your statutory authority, in redefining firearm and changing definitions, because you, the ATF, you are not Congress, you don't have the legal authority to do that. And because the judge in the district level only addressed those two sections where the ATF got smacked down, videos above, they said maybe the rest of the rule could still be enacted, minus the two that were vacated. So they're giving that a shot. Now this still has to go through a trial on the merits, but what the judges are saying is the two parts of the rule where you overstepped your statutory bounds, like the change in the definition of everything, that's still out. That's done. That's vacated. So what good is the ATF's new frame and receiver rule when they can't have the definition changes that allows everything else to take place? Well, we're going to find out in court. But good news, the ATF was denied in court again. They took another loss to Firearms Policy Coalition and Second Amendment Foundation et al. And that is a great way to start my birthday. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. Today, I'd love to hit 650,000 subscribers if possible, and I would love for every one of y'all to pick up one of these Smokey the Bear shirts at TriStar Trading. That link is down below as well. I thank you so much for your time. I appreciate each and every single one of you more than you know. You guys and gals make this channel possible, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Take care.